Welcome to South Harmon. Welcome to South Harmon. Hey, welcome to South Harmon. We glad you here today. Another AMA. Ask me anything. Super chat is cool if you wanna pay to play. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Let me introduce you to the tear-down king. Mike McNutty, ask your questions, he'll answer anything. ATM, you know Adam put them graphics on the screen. Glad you tapped in now, stay tapped in for the team. Hey, everything is posted. Go follow the socials. South Harmon FF tag us if we get noticed. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Another AMA. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We're back.
Yeah.
Adam, kind of like everything.
What's up, man? See you, Corey.
That's the most. That's the fucking most content Corey can handle right there, boy.
I was about to say, listen, Corey, it's been fun. It's been real. I was kind of waiting on this moment, not actually thinking he would hop in, though. Damn it. I kind of missed him. It's been like 2 years, you know?
You did, man. He even stayed late. I mean, it's kind of like everything after the expo. Everybody runs slowly. Nothing's on time.
Yeah, well, not only that,
just
like,
recover it, bro.
I will say, like, man, I don't know. It's one of those where I had the whole thing kind of how I wanted it to go in my head, and I'm running slow, you know? But the video is on its way. It's not as in depth as I was hoping, but maybe it'll be better than people think.
We
know how it is,
man. I think we good.
I think we
good.
are.
We got a lot of exciting announcements. First off,
tons.
Adam, you and I, we got a draft, a Beat South Harmon League coming up. There's 4 spots left down in the description.
Yep.
Beat South Harmon. Come sign up, live draft. Couple weeks away, buddy. Couple weeks away, 7 p.m. I believe, Central, 8 Eastern. I think that's this time. I don't know. I'll lock it in. Either way, I'm not working Saturday, so who gives a shit? I'm locked in for that draft because we're going to dominate this fucking thing. A couple other things, Adam. I don't know if anybody noticed. Your boy is technically a pro. I'm technically a pro. Pros with Joes.
Well,
you can come draft with me.
I mean, technicalities are typically something that people end up getting upset about. Like, bring the technicality to life. I mean, talk to us, man.
I'm going to live it. I'm technically a pro. Charity I chose. Wounded Warrior Family Support.
Wait. Oh, dang it. We didn't win. I'm a charity case now. But
okay. You're a charity case now. No.
Nah.
Wounded Warriors Family Support.
What was it?
Wounded Warriors Family Support. So not just the Wounded Warrior Project, but Wounded Warriors Family Support. Something that's near and dear to me, man. All our brave men and women who go over there and sacrifice for us. Their families need to be taken care of, man. They need to be taken care of. So
you keep
every
going with the
donation,
announcements.
every dollar.
I just wanted to make sure this was on the screen for you, but keep going.
No, Jesus Christ. Every dollar donated is one entry. So go check out the socials if you haven't. If you're not following me at Iowa Michael, go do that. It's pinned up there. Donation links in there. Come manage a team with me. And if I'm doing it, Adam, we're gonna win this whole fucking thing. What are you fucking eating over there?
But I haven't eaten all day. I got a kid screaming. I can literally hear it all the way upstairs. It's fun.
It's rough over there.
It's fun over here, buddy. You go. Listen, man. You go to the expo for as long as I did. You go to New York. When you come back, you think you aren't getting like just bombarded with family and babies. I'm out here just Life ain't the same, buddy. Let's put it that way.
I like it. Jay said I'm donating to the Vikings fans. Those poor fellas, man. Is it rough out there in the Vikings fandom streets? Quarterback's done for the year.
It is.
Now you got to start Sam Darnold.
Terrible, man.
There's this. Jesus. Now they got to start this Sam Darnold thing. This Sammy D. Sammy D.
I love how like in a couple leagues I have McCarthy. Like he was dead before this. Actually, it's crazy. Now he's just solidified dead.
I mean, come on, man. What's dead may never die.
Well, that. Oh, don't you go giving away, what's coming up later. No, but listen, man, I feel like this one's interesting, but it's deservedly on here. Mike, because you know what's crazy? Shout out to Schumer. Always a good time seeing him. Always a good time seeing all the. Look at all the fucking people in here ready to go, bro. It's
Bunch
so
of
fun.
DJs,
Always, bro. It's so fun seeing everybody at that expo. Like I can't wait to. Even though this is not how I wanted to put a little more details into like the videos and the pictures we have, it's still gonna be pretty fun. And man, it's kind of crazy going back and looking at this. I'm excited to put it on because I feel like no matter what you think about the trip, like being able to actually relive it live time is just a. You realize how actually like how many different things and how fun it was in such a small amount of time, man. Like I don't know, that trip is just. Every year, weirdly, new, crazy, weird ass things happen, but it's always goated. It's hard to explain. It just doesn't. I don't know.
You got to be there. You got to be there to see it. And I think this year was probably the weird. This was the fucking weirdest one for me, Adam, because it was longer than any other one we'd done in the past. And
you don't say. We were there for. I mean, you were there for what, 7 days? I was there for 5.
It even though it was 7 fucking days, man, that shit flew by just as fast as every fucking other one that we had. It was like, shit, I'm getting on an airplane. Just me and Corey at the bumfuck crack of dawn, driving the giant suburban rental up to Cleveland. By the way, having to fill that fucking thing up with gas.
I was actually going to ask
4
you, did
in
you
the
have
morning.
to? Oh god,
Yes.
4 a.m.
At like 4 in the fucking morning, man.
Damn,
it was
bro.
the worst shit ever. I was like, just when my wallet needed another hit. Let's fill this fucking beast back up. Let's go.
You thought your wallet didn't need another hit?
Well, there's a few funds left over. Not many.
I mean, well, a few. Can I say a few is actually still a W there? Like, let's celebrate our victories here,
I didn't bankrupt the company, so we're still good. We're still solvent.
Maddie, what's up, man?
We're still solvent.
Listen, I love everything right now. There's all the people in here waiting for the video. The video's waiting, well, not ready for us. And then, I can't wait to see the video. But Mike, I mean, the Manscaped thing is also super cool. Speaking of not bankrupting the company, hopefully we can, help.
Let's talk about it, man.
Let's Manscaped. Let's trim everything down. Let's trim the fat,
First and foremost, links down in the description of the video. Go click it, check it out. 20% off, courtesy of Manscaped. Thank you for sponsoring us tonight and going forward. But Adam, they sent us some dope ass shit, man. I don't know what you got to use. I have definitely been in the lawnmower 5.0.
Mike, I'll just say this. I got to use all of it. The way in which everything was used for the first time. It was always the first time. I would say with that type of gear, it's all like, not that you don't expect it to be high quality, because I've used it actually before, but I haven't had the 5.0. Man, it's honestly crazy. It's honestly crazy. I'm in the shower, like it's just coming off like butter. I'm like, man, if they would have had this when I was a kid, man, like you can see what, man, it is. I'm down there like, just what in the world is happening? And that like,
I'm like 20 years too late. Yeah, I'm like 20 years too late of people appreciating what this is. You know what I mean? Like the work of art that this is going to be when it's done. Yeah. 20 years too late.
Well, to be fair, like if we go back 20 years ago, like, I mean, hell, some people were into the bush hole thing, a little bush.
No, nobody was into the bush.
Oh, they were.
No one's ever been in the bush since the 80s, bro.
Oh, well, then you just didn't. You just didn't get around enough, I guess, man.
Get
a little variance. You know what Mike needed? A little more variance. That's what Mike needed. A little more variance.
Now their body wash, still smell it. Smells good. And that little fucking loofah thing they sent us.
No, right? I was gonna say that was that thing is crazy nice. Yes.
Oh, it's like a massage every time I wash myself. It's amazing.
Bam. How's that for a promo? Look at that thing.
Manscaped. Shout out to Manscaped for that. Dope ass shit, man.
I kind of like how their little logo right there is like a little. It just kind of almost half looks like a shithead there in the corner. But make sure you use the link in the description or promo code. It's just shithead balls. It's shit balls. It stands for South Harmon Fantasy Football 20. But get 20% off any of your purchases. And speaking of, like, did you say charity? I believe earlier, Mike. We gotta get 8. I believe it is. If we want to stay relevant, like to survive,
if they want to keep us.
Yeah, they're like, all right, well, what do you mean to us?
Go on there and get yourself a lawnmower 5.0, man. 80 you motherfuckers. Come on. I got
We're,
faith.
we're getting you 20%
Maddie
off.
definitely needs it. Maddie, you could use a lawnmower, bud. You could use a lawnmower.
I don't know that necessarily. I don't know
I've
that.
seen it.
Oh, did you? And you say, "Oh, wow," and you think that nobody, and you think 20 years ago was just all
Just fuck
different.
with you,
I
Maddie.
love this, Maddie. Hey, Maddie, I'll be honest with you. I say you keep it, buddy.
Keep it. No,
We're gonna.
Just
But
gotta
anyway,
shave it off.
go check out. I don't know if Mike, have you? I used one a while back, but I had. It's been a few years. How about you? Have you
Never.
Really?
Never.
How
I've always dealt with.
how drastic was your change of life?
I didn't like shit my pants thinking I'm gonna cut myself to death. You know what I mean?
That's kind of cool, though,
Like-
right?
I didn't have to worry about unwanted nicks and bleeding
Unwanted
from places
nicks.
I don't want to bleed.
Dear God.
It was so much better. So much better.
I love this. All right, we're getting close here to the. Listen, man, if things are out of place and all that, it just kind of goes with the territory at this point. This was
Maddie said everybody needed to trim their bushes. Man, Maddie, mine was already trimmed, man. Shout out Manscaped for helping me out.
Well, I was gonna say Manscaped. I will at least give them credit for this, right? Mike, as I'm getting older, speaking of being
I was
out
streamlined.
of shape or old, past the prime or whatever you were kind of referring to, 20 years past. You know, my hair, like, it starts to grow everywhere you don't want it and not on your head. At least for me, that's how it works.
True.
Buddy, I'm telling you, that thing's going to get a lot of use. We're going to test out the motor on that thing, you know?
Oh, good thing you got that wireless charging capability.
Dude, Mike, can I tell you what's also kind of cool? Like, you know, everybody had, like, the USB-C is real popular and all that, but they have, like, the nicely constructed and, like, logo on the USB-C and the charger. You're like, damn. Like, I don't think it charges any different, but I feel like I'm a little more official, you know?
I feel like I'm a little more suave.
I don't know how that works, but fuck it. Like, I'm in.
You know, I might dabble in it. You know, might buy some
I'll
more
dabble
stuff
for
and,
sure.
and trim up the beard.
Are you kidding? I'm definitely dabbling.
Maybe we'll line myself up. Huh?
I was looking, Mike. I'll be honest with you. I even Brielle, we appreciate all the hookups, but I even had the balls, Mike, when they were a little bit late. Like, hey, I saw you got the new white hot one. What's it gonna take to, you know, kind of get that switched in? I'll just say, Brielle, you can ignore my comment here like you did the email. It's okay. I just figured I'd shoot or shoot, you know?
Shoot or shoot. Buddy,
Yeah.
is that video up and ready, or we're gonna have a riot in here?
Oh no, it's coming. It literally, I just well, Mike, I'll just say this. If you guys can't wait this last 2 minutes, I might just drag it on. No, it's on the external. We're coming hot.
Well,
Coming
cool.
hot.
Let's answer that Sam Darnold question then. Who gives a fuck?
Are you sure, Mike? Are you sure you want to put that type of energy in the air before we go to this?
Well, yeah, you gotta bring the energy down before you bring it all the way back up. You know,
I mean,
it's like a roller coaster.
I narrated some stuff. I wasn't trying to be on the screen as much as I was, but I'm like, fuck. Well, it is what it is. Where is it? By the way, we have a ton of comments in here. Holy crap!
It was way up there, man. And Cody's back in the house. We didn't get to see Cody this past week, which broke my fucking heart.
Don't worry, Cody. I got you all covered in the video talking about, you know, Mike. I think I'll tell you what I think happened. I'll just give you the one little preview of the video. I think we got ATM'd on this whole exchange. Honestly,
You think so?
I don't think.
we got
I'm not sure.
Tropical Storm Betty or Debbie or whatever the fuck the name of that thing was, but
Yeah, I think we might have, like, his name might have been on the contract, but not necessarily like as an entity that we were like receiving. You know. Love you, Cody. We are looking forward to it. How far up? Adam McC, wasn't it? Let's see here.
yeah, Adam really wants to.
Hey
get him
Adam,
off my team.
thanks. Hey Adam, thanks for making this a really fun discussion.
Appreciate you.
Give me like the
Appreciate you.
night. Where is this?
Yeah,
Dude,
go
I'll just
find
say this. Can I tell you how I know Corey doesn't tune into content anymore? My man is all over this. I'm so happy to see you, though, buddy. Corey, just stay with us for a little bit longer than one episode.
Bo.
Where the hell?
Hey, I got him to watch the hurdle live.
Did you really?
The shit school.
Dude,
While Maddie and Cody
wow.
were recording. Yeah.
And he's live with us?
We even
Like, I thought this would
cuddled
never
on his
happen.
bed for a little bit.
I was convinced we were done, cooked.
We put it on the big screen.
There it
and just,
is. Adam C.
Laid in bed together.
Wait, hold on. Now this is definitely not becoming cool anymore. I mean, it's okay. I'm glad you guys had your moment. Okay.
Hey.
Thanks for sharing it with me.
You snooze, you
at
lose.
This point. Oh, believe me, I'm aware. Okay, I've been constantly told I snooze, I lose. All right.
I even took a little spoon. Deferred. Figured he got the valedictorian last year. It was a plus for him. Plus, I like to be held.
Can you tell me then, from that standpoint, was this pre or post Manscaped?
Oh, I was way post Manscaped. I was clean as baby.
I know what you're saying. I think from that position, Corey can tell us. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Speaking of the little spoon, what about Darnold, buddy?
Yeah, fucking. Here you go, man. Sammy D. Listen, I think he's gonna be fine as long as it's like a best ball league or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I start the asking price at a first because he's starting all fucking year. It's a good offense, good weapons. You don't want to pay first. I get it. But like, if you really want him off my team, man, it's a second and a good piece. Then, like, it's a second and something else. I'm not just giving you him for a second, man. In that offense, fuck that, man.
What do you want?
I give Sam Darnold a bunch of shit, but he's good enough.
A bunch of shit. I would say. Now today, definitely there's. I mean, listen, there's just no way to not change it. I mean, I don't know what you guys want. He's out for the year, but it's a little less shit, huh?
A little less shitty, especially after week 1 of the preseason, where it looked like, hey, I know people were like, oh, it was never in the plans for him to start. Fucking JJ came out for the rest of the preseason, the last 2 games, and played like he did in the first one. Like, he kept getting those fucking splash plays, and people are going, oh, shit. That boy was cooking early. He was going to start earlier in the season than anybody was going to imagine. It was going to happen.
Let's just say this, though, okay? Darnold now, I mean, over-under game started. Like, does he start the whole season? I feel like he's kind of, like, driver's seat outside of injury, right?
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck else is start?
Well, I mean, to be fair, they were one of the teams last year that started all of them, but
because everybody got hurt, and then everybody subbed that they subbed in got hurt.
I guess here's the question: can he in this offense play well enough to like get a second contract elsewhere, to where he's starting somewhere else next year?
He could, or he could also just run himself right out of the fucking league.
Well, there's always that too. Don't forget the downside. We did a lot of forgetting the downside this last week anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so
I ignored it.
You ignored it? Good for you. Can I tell you?
I ignored all the downside. It was on the upside.
No, there's no downside risk. I think.
Them whiskey balls hitting tonight.
Pause. Hey, you know what, Mike? Hey, speaking of which, did you have some whiskey this weekend? Any?
I had a little. I
thought so.
I don't know if it was yours.
Hold on.
Wait, listen, I don't know if it was yours.
Now I know. First of all, I got the Fizzle voice. I don't know what Fizzle did or how I got this fucking voice now. So I don't know if it's a wise idea to drink, but I do have T-Rock's Bakers, and I feel like I should pour up as I'm about to pop this on. But I'll tell you what, buddy. The impatience is so high. Any final comments before we try to see what it's out?
They're going to riot. I was going to say I did drink some whiskey. I don't know whose it was. That's the beauty of the shit house. There's just a hodgepodge of stuff, hodgepodge of food. So I partaked in a little Elijah Craig this past week.
Look, man.
Sipping a little Elijah.
I was confident, Mike, just completely locked in on that. There's no way you get, although T-Rock really appreciated it. This was his gift to me.
I definitely had Corey's boys, that fireball that he had.
Dog. The Devil's Forge?
Devil's Forge. Devil's Forge, I think is what it was.
That thing was like a really good, and I'd say a little more like
no burn.
Potent, but not burning, right. It was more flavor, but it didn't burn the same of Fireball.
All that cinnamon whiskey flavor right up front, but none of that after effect where you go, buddy, that little shake you get.
Let's just say, had I not left for a couple days, like I could have gotten dangerous. Not that it didn't, but it could have gotten really dangerous. All right, you ready to?
It was so important that we saved it. We lost the plug. We lost the cap, right? So I did a plastic glove. And wrapped the plastic glove around it. Like, we can't take this.
I will admit, I was trying to put that plug, I think, somewhere where it shouldn't have went, but oh
Jesus!
I don't really know.
No wonder I couldn't shit right for a while.
Oh,
what'd you do to me?
That was you? I didn't realize you played Little Spoon again.
You didn't notice because I used the lawnmower beforehand, so you couldn't tell.
To be fair, it was always just, the light. That was one of the times the lights were off. The lights were never off. By the way, T-Rock, like, Mike, I was thinking about this. You know what? Let me not spoil the video, but T-Rock, I was constantly awake too. Like, me and T-Rock, I'm pretty sure we're on, like, neck and neck for just always up. He was cooking the whole time, the entire time. Let's see how we go. Cooking. It's all right. So play with full screen audio. Let's see how this goes. All right. So I've had some time to reflect on this and kind of think about, the Fantasy Football Expo. Like, a lot of hype and expectations around this event, right? Awesome. The squad needed to face the adversity that came. Damn it, you bastard! In a way, I knew this was gonna go poorly. Look at this. We're on the trade show now. All of a sudden.
Now we're fucking skipping shows all over the place.
Hey guys, this is welcome to the what do we call this? The shit house, the shit school. This is kind of how it went. Like you just made random pivots, right? This is actually pretty sweet. I kind of like having the trade show up. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get it on the. Do I need to do a new overlay? Source camera.
Oh no.
Oh, don't worry, buddy. This is just par for the course.
You're gonna get it. I got you.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm obviously not gonna get it first time. That's how we always do it at the shit house. Or at least how I do it. Cody, V Bean, Smirnoff slaps. All right. Okay.
What the fuck is V Bean? Oh, vanilla bean. Don't even get me started about the vanilla bean. Anybody who was there who partaked in the bottle that T-Rock gave me of that vanilla bean.
All right, I'm going new scene on it. And we're gonna try to just go straight into it. Okay?
Figure it out, boy. You got it.
Figure it out.
I got faith.
I did.
Off camera.
All right, so I've had some time to reflect on this and kind of think about, the Fantasy Football Expo. Like, a lot of hype and expectations around this event, right? I think, the squad needed to face the adversity that came for us this year in a way. Like, we got a lot of guys, I think this is a lot of entitlement. And it's just got to deal with, I think in life you deal with this shit. But especially at shit based on last year. Like, look, man, we had a lot of good things happen last year. We had a lot of just talented people come and just kind of take over the area and just do things that you normally don't see people do. But in South Harmon, that type of stuff happens. So everyone just expects it to be the same exact replication next year. And look, we had a great season, a great week, I'd say. Definitely some up and down moments and a lot of, questionable, let's call it, like, we gotta figure out what the hell's going on in recruiting. We'll get into that in a little bit. But, like, as a whole, right, like Fizz and the Dez thing last year kind of took over the show. But, like, we had a whole bunch of guys, I think, that thought they were going to just walk in here, everything's going to be good, kind of go through the motions and warm-ups, just get ready, kind of walk through, half-ass, sluggish routes and all that. Just going to, win by 21, pass the sticks, game's over. Like, just kind of expected that type of dominance. And, like, I get it, but you can't come out here lollygagging like that. And honestly, we kind of needed that little wake-up call. We had Mike, flight delayed, didn't get in until after 1 o'clock on Monday. We had the cameraman that we were supposed to have, Guzman. I don't even know if at this point he even follows the brand anymore. He might be just like, it's just not meant to be. Misses his flight on Monday. And listen, this is one of the few things we talk about at South Harmon early, right? We talk about how to wake up. We talk about set your alarm, right? We talk about, make sure you're drinking alcohol enough so that your body's ready to go. Like in the morning, if you got a little bit of a hangover, right? Grab a rebound, just go right back to it. Hair the dog, right? Like the simple things. And then also, like, you are going to get on a plane, you check in on the phone. Like, that's one of the three main staples at South Harmon. You just hit the check-in button. He gets there, hasn't hit the check-in button, and in an hour, that ticket doesn't exist anymore. So he's at the airplane without a way to get on the airplane, and RIP. Speaking of which, RIP, we don't have Rip back, and it's a lot that we had to go through. So we don't even have a cameraman. I have to go to New York. At this point, like, the morale of the group was high. My flight on the way back gets canceled. We had a lot of things go awry, and we kind of had to learn how to pivot on the fly. And I think, though, in that, we're going to have to play at a higher level, despite the fact that our talent, like, we just had some 0 stars. And I think about that, like, we can't get a 1 star. Like, look, they're a star of mine. Like, they're a star in my heart, but they can't get a star on paper. Like, oh man, I don't even know it's recruiting. Because here's the thing, when you really start breaking it down, I mean, we went out of our way. Like, we wanted to make sure we sealed this deal up, kind of probably a little bit overspent before we kind of went ham at the expo with the budget. We're gonna have to talk to Koopa. We're gonna have to talk to I don't even know. We got to figure that out later. But like I think we got ATM'd on the trade with this whole negotiation. Maddie and Cody. Like I know Cody's name was on it somewhere, but I'm not sure that he was actually like part of the deal as a real entity or a player. Yeah, he didn't show up and didn't just. I like him. He's my dog. I hope he's out there wanting to be a part of the squad. But then like, okay, now you got Maddie, all right? So at least get half the deal minimum. And Maddie, like let's just call it what it is. Maddie is not a rookie. I don't know why they do this. It's like Van Wilder. Like stop acting like stop putting him as a rookie on the card when this dude is Van Wilder. He has been in school for all this time. Stop making this sound like that because you just won't make him graduate. Like you just won't help him, try to find that next gear in life. And honestly, we just like, okay, we'll bring him into shit. Like it's gonna be a match made in heaven. He kind of get in here, kind of give that Bostonian, like aura, just the way he talks. I mean, he definitely made his presence known on a handful of times, especially at the big blowout party. Like I just came I get there late, right, off the plane, and I just see Maddie just. I'll say this: at that point, like, listen, I get it, Cody, whether you're in or out, like, we want you here. But, like, Maddie showed, like, listen, man, I could be the only piece of this deal, and y'all still got a big, big win. And I just seen, like, the happiness of him being there. And I'm like, all right, I could live with this. Like, yeah, Maddie's going to do his thing. But I'm looking at the rest of the class, and we had what we thought was going to be a talent show, right? And this is where I think I'll just start. We got some talent problems. And this talent show necessary to even pretend it was a talent show. And then the worst part, right? So Maddie goes out there. He does his thing, right? He kind of pacing the group, I'd call it. Like if you running a mile, he could have went harder, right? But he's just trying to pace the group.
This is how we do it. Let's go. Yes, sir. Come on, man, get into it. Oh, let's go, you big Boston buddy. This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here in South Harmon, and I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. There's a minute I take the keys to my truck, hit the truck 'cause I'm faded. Money on the streets, get money on we made it. It feels so good in my hood.
There was no beginning round. There was just torture. Not just AJ bad. I mean, then we got, look, I'll put it like this. So far more talented than I think the majority. Like I think when they kind of ranked him up, like we got a real gem there. Like honestly, that's the thing. We keep kind of getting away with these Puka Nacua types, these Brock Purdy types, and especially the Brock Purdy types because it feels like we keep getting those.
I haven't slept in 10 days because I think that'd be way too fucking long. I can read minds, but I'm illiterate, so it doesn't really matter. I think the issue is that Bigfoot is blurry.
It was a bad night for him, bad showing, right? And he was very eager and adamant, like I'm gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna do it then. Like even if let's say Salt that you were to magically like improve, and at this point, I have no reason to believe he couldn't. The dude just kept kind of answering. But even if he magically fixes, we don't have anyone else to make a talent show with. Like there's no talent, man. I'm gonna pass it to Corey. He was really animated to do this, and I told him, I said, look, man, if you want to do this, go ahead, but I just want you to know, don't let these kids have any type of hope or belief like on this fairy tale bullshit you about to sell them. Like nobody's graduated, nobody is going to the next round, and I don't care what the credits were, I don't care what this doesn't. I'm not even presenting it to the board. It's not even close.
The year is 2024, ladies and gentlemen. Our professors, nowhere to be found. Our students, also nowhere to be found. It was said last year that it was a class with no talent. It was a class with little hope. I'm here in front of you today. I think, apparently, as the leader of South Harmon. Our professors, I don't know where they are. I've conducted these interviews. We've had some strong performances. We've had some weak ones. It might be a top-heavy class, but what I'm here to tell you, contrary to popular belief, these ladies and gentlemen, they've got something. We got singing, we got comedy, we got Stone Cold Steve smashing beers down his fucking face.
Oh my God! Oh my God, he just guzzles it!
It's a class of talent. It might be hidden, it might be silent, but it's there. So as 2024, South Harmon, Shit Expo, the school and all that resides in it comes to a close, don't you ever let a motherfucker tell you that we ain't got talent. AJ, this is your first year at the shit school.
It is.
Your first year at the Expo.
Yeah.
If there was one sentence that you could epitomize your experience, what would it be?
Can I answer for myself?
Will you shut the hell up?
It's my interview.
I'll get to you in a fucking minute.
My bad. One word.
One sentence.
One sentence.
Word or sentence?
I said sentence. Check the fucking footage.
How about once in a lifetime?
Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime.
Now, that's what they said at WrestleMania 28 with The Rock and John Cena, and then they ran it back the next year. Do you plan on running it back?
Michael, let me in the building.
If Michael lets you in
Michael
the building.
lets you in the
And
building.
would you like to elaborate on why Mike not let you back into the building?
I had a pretty disappointing talent show performance.
Disappointing talent
It was
show.
it was
To
fucking
say the
it
least.
was
We
dude,
have to
it was
say-
pretty shot.
We have to acknowledge besides the talent
I
performance,
feel like you need to perform.
Hey,
Everything
is this your
else-
interview? No.
There was-
Shut the hell up.
there was a lot of high moments though.
A lot of high moments for sure. You were high. A lot of the moments.
High moments.
I can't. No. I can't. I can't say I didn't see it, but I will acknowledge that I might have saw it. As a last question, Mr. AJ.
Mr.
All
AJ.
I have to ask you is, what does it mean to you
To be here
to be a
today.
South Harmon shithead?
Today.
It means everything. I wear it like a badge of honor.
Like a badge of honor. Ladies and
Pass.
gentlemen,
Pass.
you heard it here first. He's going to try to make a name for himself in the coming years. He's a prospect that's on the radar. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Stank Pussy.
AJ Stank Pussy, two fingers!
Yeah. State your name and occupation for the camera.
Listen, Mr. Wonderful, okay? Alright? You heard here first the fucking, I'm 12 goat rings, alright? We here, we doing an absolute fucking interview. I mean, AJ's dinner, shit is fucking, it's good though.
Alright, before we go too far off on a tangent of I'm
Do you
high
even
in my
have authorization
Second
to do these
off-
exit interviews?
Man,
I don't
this-
even know. Let me see your credentials.
you want to see my fucking credentials?
Are you?
Brother, I'll show you my motherfucking credentials. Choke on that fucking food, bitch. Question my shit again. Yeah, sit down and be quiet while I question your bitch ass.
I learned it's all about where we are right now. Why do we even need to bother? A fucking weekend pass? Keep your fucking $95.
Hey.
This is where, I mean, why did you even con me into that? We didn't, listen, wake up, shit house, fall asleep, wake up, shit house, fall asleep, shit house. That's it. Day in, day out. What else you need?
That's a fair assessment. While I respect that answer, you say, fuck your weekend pass, which...
Other than,
Hush. Shut your fucking mouth. Besides you saying fuck your weekend pass, which I respect anybody's opinions. That weekend pass allowed you access to a party in which you brought home a championship belt to that shit school. So, you know, you can say fuck that pass, but without that pass,
never would have happened.
Okay.
Without.
So I just want to make sure that was understood.
That's fair.
Okay. You know, as
That's
long
kind
as
of what I was actually alluding to was the fact that other than the opportunity to bring a championship back to this school,
praise Jesus.
That's it. We're on the same page.
Okay. What would you say if they were trying to come to Canton for a weekend and they were looking for a party?
All right. I'll tell them first off. Listen, it's called work.life.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta sign up, change your life. Okay, change your focus. All right. You know what I'm saying? Life got you down, get you back up. All right. So listen, it's work.life. Okay. It's an experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be able to handle it might not be the right fit for you, but come through, check it out. Everybody's welcoming and open arms. I mean, we're a family here, right?
We're a family at South Harmon.
You know what? If it's not for you, it's fine.
But you're a baby back bitch.
There's a shopping cart on the second floor with your name on it.
That's right.
Take that bitch and go.
You know, from one title holder to a potential other.
Yeah.
Do you think? There you go. Do you think? How you doing? That you've put a good enough performance in?
Yes. I don't even know what he's talking about. But yes.
To take the valid Victorian
You know what?
title.
I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, I love and respect everybody here, but I'm not even sure if this is a competition. I mean, y'all go back and check the tapes. Go back, check the tapes, check the trades. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we out here fucking just, I mean, if it's not, you know what I'm saying? You gotta call it what it is. This is South Harmon. We say it like it is. So,
well, from one beautiful man to another, I appreciate everything you've had to say, and I hope to see you next year.
Oh, I'm in.
Monday, right? We kind of had with that first night, like it was a weird and special night. It was kind of crazy, also kind of cool, but like, you know, Mike just comes in, he's all hot, like bothered, right? I'm not happy. I didn't get my rental car. Kind of just on his like, you know, you're going to have to feel my like just wrath because I'm pissed. I've been traveling all day, didn't go my way. I didn't get my bags. I got to Canton, 1 a.m. He's like, Corey, 66 milligram. Like, I know what it does, but you're going to take this, right? And then he kind of just like, the real messed up ones like AJ, you know, AJ, listen, that's my little protege. God bless him. But like, you know, we got a work cut out for him. But he just, you know, hey, look, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour later, where is the kid? You kind of got that little, you know, like that ghost feeling, like something just moved and happened eerily. Well, turns out that we find almost like the underworld was just a slight difference, but those two connected. Sleeping Cody, our boy AJ, they just happened to be off by like, you know, 6 to 8 feet, but the where they lied on the ground, the only thing different was exactly the placement and the carnitas that was just lacking that, you know, he couldn't grab yet from T-Rock. So, like, you kind of think about that. You're like, damn, like, okay, maybe we will have a way to change and chase this crazy year from last year. That's the first night. Mind you, we don't have Rip, so that's a whole nother can of worms. Like, we know we can't replace Rip. And if you think you can, I challenge you to really see and feel what took place with that like quarterback hoarding mentality in the shirt in general out in the middle of the room there. Like it kind of, he made his presence known. I'll just say this though, on Monday, like kind of all the cool things though that really took place, kind of like pivoting here and switching into like South Harmon. Some of the stuff that really went down in this week and what makes South Harmon South Harmon. That question is all like, what is South Harmon? What makes South Harmon? What makes shit? When you talk about what it is, it's hard to quantify. It's not something that you can just easily, tangibly say this is what it is. But I think this trip for me, again, solidified just some of the things that you are. They continue to happen in just enough numbers to where it's not coincidence. Like these things don't just happen. And form like really good friendships. I think South Harmon's so special is like there's a lot of people that actually want to become friends and do things as a group. And that power just is, it's weird how many people end up coming to this event not knowing what to expect, like for a week or, 5 days, whatever it may be. Like, they having a blast, and they're at a certain point, like, go from talking fantasy football, trying to break the ice, to like, they're just out here in the party, in the mix. And I think it kind of talks about in the movie, like the movie's title is Accepted. And I think in general, this trip for me, like, Monday night, right? He comes in.
When I first pulled up to South Harmon, to say the least, I was extremely nervous. We're all there for our love of fantasy football. The first night I spent bullshitting about leagues, talking about insane trades that you've seen go down, figuring out who's in the Dynasty, redraft, or whatever weird leagues he might be in. It did not take long until you feel like you're with a group of people you've known your whole life. When I found out I was gay, I thought I couldn't be into things like sports or fantasy football, but I refound my love for the game in about 2020, but I was still extremely weary about getting too active in the community. It wasn't until I found groups like South Harmon that I fully felt comfortable. These guys might seem like assholes sometimes, but they're some of the most loving and accepting people in the fantasy community. By the third night, you almost forget that you're there because of fantasy. It just feels like you're hanging out with some lifelong friends. By the end, you wonder where the week went, still reminiscing about the first time you pulled in, not knowing what you'd get yourself into. South Harmon, to me, is way more than a group of fantasy football nerds. It's a place where people from all walks of life are not only accepted, but fully embraced. When I look back on my week at South Harmon, I'm not gonna remember how nervous I was pulling into the parking lot the first day. I'm not gonna think about how scary it felt to go in front of everyone for the rookie talent show. I'm gonna remember the immediate sense of belonging. I'm gonna remember the first time meeting some of these awesome people that now feel like family. And I'm gonna remember, of course, T-Rock's cooking. Just want to say thank you, Adam and Mike, for welcoming me into your space. And I'm never going to forget my awesome week at South Harmon.
Corey gets there. We're all four kind of kicking it. Corey wants to play golf. Get this tee time started. I'm like, all right, we'll get it going. At this point, like after, Salt has shared like that, he feels at times he hasn't felt included. He hasn't felt like all the way included in certain circles in the fantasy game or in football in general. And we kind of go through like, look, man, that doesn't matter here. Like, you are accepted as you are here at South Harmon. Said, like, he's like, look, I got to work tomorrow, but I'm thinking, like, I just want to go play with these guys. I like golf too. So hits up his boss, can I have tomorrow off Monday on short notice, but I will trade you a far worse day and Saturday. Boss kind of like, look, you're not getting out of coming to work tomorrow. You can do that, but you got to work 2 Saturdays. And we're talking about like a lopsided trade. Here we're talking. He's like, all right, you know what, though? Like, it's a bad trade, but it's going to help my team be closer to winning because I'm going to be on the South Harmon team, and I want to hang out with these guys, and I want to continue doing what we're doing. So he literally makes that bad trade. He's locked in. AJ admits he's not a good golfer. He kept telling me, I'm like, you don't need to keep telling me. I see you swing every single time, bro. Pick that ball up. But he wanted to put the drip on and show us the pants when it's humid as hell outside. All that to say, like, we basically, not knowing each other at all, had a great time drinking, kicking it. That was a cool experience and something that just, I think, really highlights South Harmon and what we do. And I think you just kind of kept seeing things like that where now Salt and Mr. Wonderful, and let's call it what it is, Salt carried Mr. Wonderful in this tournament. They win the beer pong tournament on Saturday at Canton, the Hall of Fame Stadium. Our energy as a whole, everybody just kind of felt South Harmon, the amount of people that we carried on that roster that everybody's kind of used to playing 5, 4, 3, 6 maybe at most. And they're all people that are working for the company in some capacity that are going and traveling with them. We got everybody that does any piece of content for us, but then we have all the newcomers. They rock with the brand, and you can come kick it and be a part of the squad, as well as all the people that have done that in the past and are just now going to never leave. And I think about Corey, right? Corey Schumer, like, let's fast forward a year prior. Like, he wanted to come back. He wanted to come to kick it with us, and he was always at Savage Semester, a guy that was active in the community. And at the time, circumstances for me different. I'm working. I'm like, look, man, I feel bad. I could tell you you really want to get after it. I'll tell you what, don't keep this on the low, but find a way to get up here. I'll make sure your room and board is paid for because I know you're going to love this. I know you're going to want to be here. Enjoyed it. I don't know how much the free had to do with it. I know how much we had to do with it. South Harmon had to do with it. He loved this thing so much. He was itching to get back from the day that we left. And I think a lot of people still currently are. But the cool thing is sometimes those things that people kind of view as like their hands out, like why are you doing that? Why would you do that for somebody? Well, one, because like I rock with him, that's my dog. Two, clearly showing the effort that he wants to be a part of it. But then three, see, some of those things I think of South Harmon with the way that we kind of build and like core group things together. Now all of a sudden Corey, like, he's like, look, man, you put up for me, and that was such a dope experience. I want to, now that I'm graduated, someone out that can't make it and can't pay, I want to pay their way on top of my way. So now, look, we're back to even, and we got a new shithead there. And that, I think, is a whole, those type of things, like we could bust balls, like we could talk shit. That's what we do. And honestly, like, the vibes aren't always perfect. We're all human. I have yet to see anybody that's on this collective that doesn't truly nerd, like whatever the hell their vibes are, it doesn't matter. When you come through the door, you're welcomed with open arms, and you are a shithead from that point on. When we left this time, everybody's so looking forward to next year already. Nobody's, I don't think, outside of extenuating circumstances, not coming back. But the amount of people I think that will continue to come and grow the brand and the feels here, like I don't even have a doubt anymore. And I'm just going to say this, like, I know everybody's so motivated to make sure already that 2025 is that much better, and we continue to improve the time and the way that people are involved and all that. I'll just say this, like, fuck the bullshit. We got a strength in numbers. I mean, I don't even know how strong all of them are, but I will say this, moving into 2025, it's going to be very clear. Like, we're here to make a little more of a statement, and not just the feeling of like South Harmon's really cool. Like, come check us out. Come check out the school. Anybody that wants to come, you're welcome to come through. Like, we're going to have a couple events kind of pre-planned ahead of time, and it's kind of going to be more of a, like, you either with us or you against us, right? And I would really hate to be on the other side or on the wrong side in 2025. All right, so I've had some time. I got to figure out how to cut this off. Think about, the fantasy football repeat. What's up, man?
No, man. That was dope. That was fucking dope, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. That's why That's why I hope y'all could wait for that. I was trying to make it all work right, but it's the best I got.
Oh, I'm glad I got the shades on. That's all I gotta say, man. That was dope.
Yeah, man.
That's what the community, man. What we got going on here with everybody who's tapped in right now, everybody who rocks with us on a daily basis. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. That the whole week, top to bottom. Yep. You guys are it. It's Adam and I we're just dudes, man. We're just dudes, and you guys make this. You guys all make this, man. From Salt to fucking Corey. Fucking Corey being like, I don't know where our professors are. Corey, I know.
Well, I know where the I had a feeling where they were. I mean, now to be fair, like, look, one, yeah, he was, I guess in that moment he was in charge. I will say, I one of the things I wanted to do was kind of in that moment, like, put the video that he had of Maddie. So he couldn't get the camera on at first. So he took like his phone and had a phone recording through like the screens, through the tripod, and like Maddie was talking through it. Like, here, you could use this as like real content. I wanted to put it on there. Like, Corey was clearly really taking the lead on this and doing well with it. But yeah, man, we left the door open. I will say though, at the same time, Mike, like, I never showed Corey how to use the fucking camera. I mean, honestly, we're lucky, one, it's not broken. Two, like, I mean, listen, let me give the kid some props, man. He drunkenly was like, look, that shit last time you did was kind of cool. Like, let's not leave here without doing that. So, like, I mean, okay, he didn't have the Shure mic, so he couldn't really control the wild maniacs just all screaming on top of each other. But I don't know, for what he had, I mean, hell, he gave it his best shot. That's what we set him up for, failure.
Oh man, Redward's put it in the chat too, man. I was singing that song, closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get the fuck out of the room.
Hey,
get the fuck out of the room. I love it.
Hey, I don't know how to say this.
That was so good, man. That Salt thing fucking sent me. Yeah. I mean, that's a dude, man. I show up late Monday night.
Salt's legit too. Salt's cool, man. I like.
Man's already had booze for me, waiting.
your specific order.
Just frozen.
Mike's spec,
specific order already put in.
Was it the
just
Lamota?
ready to rock. Yeah, that dude, man. That's a guy, man. And then the fact he felt comfortable enough to share his story with us, and really, I think that's probably encapsulates what we're about, because if you look at everything that we got going on, there's so many different people from so many different walks of life, different races, sexual orientation, heights, weights, right? Like I'm one of the fattest fucking dudes there, man. You got AJ skinny ass over there. Can't sing for shit. Can't do Eminem.
Man, I can't believe AJ. Like AJ, bro.
So
the other thing, I don't mean to take the subject off of you and your rant here, but like AJ, bro, how you gonna like? I just wish be a little more manly. Like, don't admit like I'm a talentless dude right by the camera. Come on, man. The shit's listening. What were you gonna say though?
Nah, just and everybody kind of does their thing, man. Like we all get along so damn well. We all hang, and then like each person's kind of got like their own thing that they enjoy doing more than like other people. I'm not gonna sit out on the patio and drink fucking wine and light a candle. Which was fucking amazing when I walked out to that.
I was gonna say, I think maybe
candles out here.
I think maybe you need to give it a try.
Maybe
get the kid a cup of red wine.
Myself. Yeah, T-Rock's cooking all fucking week. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, best food I've eaten in my entire life, and it's all 1 week at fucking South Harmon. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah, well, I mean,
who else can say that?
I'll be honest with you, Mike. I'll tell you how bad it was, right? So I packed all this stuff up. Then at the end, I'm like, damn, I got to take this all home. So I get it all packed up to record today. Mike, that was the second take. Let me just tell you, the first one was I had it plugged in, just not turned on. So that was fun.
Fuck.
That was partly why we're pushing late. But I was like, I had a good one saying basically how like, I watched us give 800 essentially to T-Rock, but not pay him for all the hours. Like I feel like, hey T-Rock, buddy. Like I'm not giving you any ideas here, but I mean the dude literally was in that room all day, every day from just the wee hours of the morning until we were actually all eating at like 6 or something like that. Crazy.
And like staying focused too, because there was a lot of distractions sometimes around that room going on.
That room was pretty. That room didn't have many distractions. What? No.
That's a lot of distractions. Nah.
That room was chaos.
You know, when I tell people that it's an experience, you just got to experience. I mean, we try to encapsulate the best we can in a video and talking about it. But if you're a member of this community, man, make your way out. Make your way out. I can tell you. It is well worth it. Whether you thought this year was worse or better, or it didn't even fucking matter, man. I had the time of my life, not disappointed at all. I was in my feels going home, just sad little puppy dog. The last couple of days being at home in the real world, just sad. Just honestly sad, man. That post-Canton depression is a real fucking thing. And, I was excited to get on the AMA here, Adam, and then you just kind of hit me right in the fucking dick. Just bow. All right, we'll be right back to it.
See, that's kind of what I did. I kind of drew it up that way. Like everybody thought it's all fun and games, and it was all fun and games. And then we're gonna get like try to give you a little bit of the whole dose. And I'll just say, I was when Salt came in and early on he's like asking me about the team, and like pretty early on just like went out of his way to share that. I was like, damn, like I'll just say I feel like I'm like personally pretty like perceptive and think about it. I would have never realized that like he felt that way or someone else would feel that way. So it's pretty cool for like us to have an opportunity to be like, nah, man, like, dude, you don't even have to worry about that here at all. Literally, like, Mike, he'll make. He's gonna do something dumb anyway that we just rather get rid of him, So like you can stay with us, you can stay with us. You kick it here, but no, like if you like football and are kicking it with us, and the thing about Saul is like he's funny, he's cool. We're kicking it like it wasn't. I never would even cared or known or asked. Like who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Didn't matter at all, man.
No, he was there with like what liquor do you guys want, and like. was right around the corner. Speaking of which, Corey, appreciate this super chat. I will say though, let me read it first. The kid gave us $20. By the way, that's 20 on top of the. That's 20 on top of the. That's 20 on top of the. What was it? How much did I take from Corey? At golf. Everyone is my fucking dog.
Oh wow.
Y'all don't know how much I look forward to this trip each year. From the OGs to all the new guys that came this year, I'd eat a bullet for any motherfucker that walks through the shit doors. Cheers. Nah, listen, man. Corey's just I don't know. This is his trip, man. You could just kind of feel it. Like trip. He lives for it.
Honestly, I think, man, for me, it's my trip. It's my trip.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's not like all of our trip, but you could tell like he wants this trip. The moment we're back home, he's ready for it next year.
Why do you think we're roomies, man? 51 weeks out of the year, we're vanilla as fuck. That 1 week in August in Canton, Ohio, we can tour the fuck up. We go hard as shit. That's a good time, man. Everybody was there. I had such a good time. Next year, I will say we'll do a better job of, maybe planning out a few things.
Yeah, I got some stuff in the works.
Structure, but you don't want to ruin the fucking vibe too, because it's just so dope just seeing everybody like do their own thing and like kind of like where shit like pops off. Like one day we're on the fucking second floor playing fucking college football, and you got like crazy ass people just blitzed out of their mind, not naming any names, but eating Doritos, just creepily staring through a door. Like, what
Man,
the fuck
I had so many good little tidbits. I didn't have enough time to get in on my second recording. Like, Dr. B, we appreciate you coming out. I just, especially since I missed 2 days, I felt like I missed all the days. He was basically
missed the good
these
ones.
new Skittles, whatever these new, candies these kids have are nowadays. He just didn't really make it past like 8, 9 o'clock,
Dr. B hit this one, man. Put that fucking comment up.
Where's he at? Oh, yeah.
We literally were just in the auditorium. We didn't say a fucking word to each other. We just threw a fucking football around. Just him and I. There wasn't anybody else around. We're just playing some fucking music. And
that's
we're
like
just tossing the fucking picks.
That's like a yearly tradition. Dr. B throwing that rock. You remember last year he was out there doing the crazy dance with the rock in his hand?
Yeah, he had the crazy. I didn't see no crazy dances this year, so we're good. No crazy dances this year.
Fair.
I feel like I blew my shoulder out. I also tried to hit Jay Peters in the back with like a Nerf, like little tiny football.
Dude, I was gonna put that on.
I
was gonna put that video on. I didn't have enough time, but dude, you missed. But the length in the audio and the fucking like ripple, dude. You certainly have never thrown a ball harder in the last at least 15 years. That was outrageous.
That was a good wind up.
Well, you threw it fast.
Wind-up.
It just, the accuracy kind of didn't catch up, huh?
One night we were playing tag in the hall at like 3 a.m. I'm pretty sure I still blew out my Achilles.
I know I was in New York for that, for damn sure.
Dude, I was fast as fuck, boy.
Y'all were playing. Hold up, y'all were playing tag at 3 a.m. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
What were y'all on?
That's how we roll at South Harmon.
You got to be careful, dude. Mike, you got to be careful. I was about to say you got to be careful moving forward. That's like a South Harmon liability disaster waiting to happen.
We're good, man. Me and Gary, we're tight. We're like this.
I'll be honest with you though. There's only one person that slept in Gary's bed. All right, don't forget about it.
That's you, bud.
I was gonna say something to Corey. With Corey though, we all like. We kicked it that first time and we went golfing. Corey was dead set on golfing. Like because he knew I was leaving Wednesday. Like, let's get a tee time. He must have told me like 7 times when I'm just trying to kick it with Salt and AJ. Like, let's go. Let's get a tee time. But the thing is, Mike, Salt again. He was the only one that was up. I said we got to leave at 6:30. Like, if y'all want to do this, it's Corey's idea to get this tee time. Like. We got to leave at 6:30. Okay, cool. Bet. Bro, I'm ready to go. Like, me. Right at 6:31. We're exactly 1 minute behind where I said I'm ready to rock.
What time did we go to bed that first night?
I didn't. Y'all went to bed late.
4? It was past 4 a.m., man, when I laid the fuck down and went to sleep. Next thing I know, I wake up and there's Adam standing there waking Corey up.
Man,
Adam,
Corey, you really are gonna beg for a tee time? I make it, and then get your ass up, man. We gotta leave in like less than 5 minutes. We got to drive to fucking Hartville. I don't even know where the course is. Then I go in. The best part, I go into AJ's room, right? Like AJ, I'll say this, AJ, I'm glad he came. I cannot. Do not skate on us next year, buddy. We need you back. So I go in. I go in there, right? Now, mind you, that whole floor thing and Mike giving him a 33, like that's just crazy. You gave him one of those that late. He was fucking done. He tried to get up and went right back down on the floor. He asked for it.
He asked for it.
Mike was in a sour mood, all right? Poor AJ's so, all right, he's like, I say, hey, you ready to come? He's like, man, I probably shouldn't. I was like, okay, you're sure? I just probably shouldn't. I need to get some rest. I'm like, all right, well, I'm halfway to the door. I'm like, all right, AJ, well, just, go ahead and get some rest. Just make sure you send me the, it was prepaid rate, 43, so just send me that. Oh, man. Bro, so you had Corey answer the bell, and you had AJ answer the bill. That 43 made him get right out of fucking bed.
Right out of bed. I was going to say this about AJ. The one thing I will say about my dog, man, and I bust into his room so many times because this motherfucker just be sneaking off.
Cody, this is facts. We're setting up. They were setting this up because, especially after what happened this year, we got to try to see if we can get a fundraiser going, bro. It's bad over here.
There we go, man. So like I'd bust into AJ's room because he'd be sneaking off.
What night is
to,
this?
Like, catch it. Doesn't matter.
This was okay. This is every night.
He'd be sneaking off to try to catch a fucking nap. He wouldn't get caught in the hallway, passed out, no more. Sure. So he'd head to his room. I'd bust in that fucking thing like I was the police. I bust in, I kicked the lights on, and AJ would always immediately sit up. He was like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Come on, AJ. Get your ass back out here. Let's go. we still partying. Get the fuck up.
Y'all wrong to AJ, but that is funny as fuck.
What do we end up calling him? I know it was in the
I don't know. They had a name. One. They had a name for him on the little interview there.
Oh, he had a different nickname.
I'll say that there was also a nickname on the gazebo or whatever you want to call it that got loud. It got louder. I thought it was gonna be silent.
It got louder.
Y'all were going crazy on that man. Leave that man alone, man. Leave that kid alone.
Well, he didn't do himself any favors with that terrible talent show performance. Well, it was absolutely horrendous. AJ,
I know.
Make up for it next year, bud. Make up for it next year.
But somehow, see, the thing is, all those nights, right? Man went for like at least 50 one night. Just absolutely was the turn the tables. How the turntables?
Side note, just a minor story that we didn't touch on. Maddie, while he's a G, like that's my guy, man.
Maddie, I hope you're tucked away, dude. Bro.
I hope he's tucked away.
Oh,
Maddie is a big Drake fan. So being around Fizz, Corey, myself, a bunch of assholes, we bombarded him all weekend with Not Like Us. Just over and over. It was honestly, everybody knew every fucking word to it, and we're just screaming it at Maddie the whole fucking time. That poor man.
Look, last time, let me just give you, speaking of stories of Philly in, okay? I had this old, like, Bose wireless, little speaker last time, right? And Mike fought me over it tooth and nail. It was going to be in someone's room and like, hey, what the hell? Where's my speaker at?
Kept stealing that fucking thing.
So I'm like, all right, man, he's not going to give it up willingly, right? He's going to take it again. So I got a big fucking speaker that was JBL or whatever. And let's just say it would stay in my room this time, but Mike would turn that same song on full blast, and it was, I don't know, it was relentless. I would say it was a bit much. And I also missed Wednesday and Thursday.
You still got me.
Yeah, that's fair.
That speaker made a trip on Thursday. It made a trip to a different location.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
And then
did you touch my speaker set?
Well, I used it once down in the auditorium too, but then I figured out how to use Gary's dope ass sound system he's got down there. That is.
Oh,
Gary's
by the way,
grandson was like staying on the third floor or whatever.
Let me just say, I talked to Gary today. Listen, while you guys are all recovering, I'm not saying I'm not. I don't need to. I haven't yet.
What's the damage?
Well, let's just hold on. Let's first things first. He already knows. He says I don't know why I put that thing in for you guys. The whole like all that whole big TV like projector up there and the system like was basically just he said it just basically remained not powered on. And I'm not saying
no,
he was
we
wrong.
use the shit out of that, man.
The projector
me and
TV?
Doc out there throwing the football.
The projector TV?
Oh, we didn't use the TV. No,
There
we
you go.
didn't use that.
Okay, there you go. Well, that was brand new, and he's telling me about the other upgrades he's doing and all this and that. But anyway, he's like, listen, man, you got to use these things. I'm like, I just took ownership. I'm like, I was gone for 2 days. A lot of these guys, they don't know how to work a remote, and honestly, I don't know how untrue that is. But anyway, Gary was, I'm like, hey, we got to get locked in for next year. Like, see, y'all are out here wanting to do it, but someone's got to make sure it's locked in. He's like, all right, bet. Did you notice that, by the way, the announcement they made on the Expo initially was wrong, and now they changed it, so it's the I think technically the 15th through the 17th, but we have it the 11th through the 17th.
So,
with a Sunday check-in now, buddy. Look at that. I'm upgrading us.
For the very low price of $7.70 a week. I did the math on this. You too could be fully paid by the time the Expo comes around next year.
That's as close as we've ever offered to what I gave Corey.
It's pretty close. It's pretty fucking close, bro.
Nah. I think I think this year getting just letting people know they can come through earlier and trying to get that signed up and deposit whatever you got to do, whatever we need to do to get you on board. Because I'll say this, Mike, we had 18 people that stayed overnight, and we had well over 20 that like came and kicked it, and if they were fucked up, could have just easily like couch crashed if they needed to. But I'm telling you,
we even had a few people who didn't even fucking ask. They just like walk in like they own the place. Like,
well, to be fair,
listen, who the fuck are you?
To be fair, like it wasn't really any different than the ones that did walk in the door and just hey, Mom, the meatloaf, we want it now, T-Rock. Man, we gotta check. We gotta start. We gotta start doing bands. We gotta start banning folks. I'm sorry, people. You humans are just you're shitty. I guess in a way you're pieces of shit. But I mean, the food's fantastic. Like hell yeah, come eat. But damn,
maybe next year we can get Andrew in there. He'll be 18 next year, won't he?
He said he was locked in. Although, Mike, I just was meaning to talk to you about that. You said he's going to be 15 next year, so he's got to stay on a separate floor about all that stuff. You don't want them finding out about the whole. Yeah.
I don't want to put him on the game too early.
You got to have a separate floor at least for the whole restriction issue they gave you.
Speaking of which, all those good conversations.
Nah, he said he's coming. He said he's coming next year.
All those good conversations we had with Fizz. Of course, I come back and then I spend more money because of the things I learned from Fizz while I was there in person. So
no. By the way, Andrew, it worked out that you made the call you did, because that flight that you were going to come over with me, let's just say it was a fucking disaster, buddy. Okay, that was a fun one.
On that one.
Well, it didn't. No one was on that one. It was fun.
Nobody. No, Adam, it was dope. Big thank you, man, for putting that video together too. Taking all that footage. Johnny helped out, being a dope ass
I was
dude.
gonna actually hit that.
Welcome back to the Discord, Johnny.
Look, man,
welcome back. All right,
dog, I'm actually kind of upset. Like there was a couple little parts I forgot that were so sweet in the one I did before. Like, listen, Johnny. Like I know, I'm looking around. Like, dog, we don't have a video camera. Like we don't have a cameraman. Like we're just down in the dumps. I'm looking at a guy that's also down in the dumps, and he's kind of fighting for his life.
Sad, man.
And he's one of the only ones that doesn't drink. So I'm like, here, you know what? I can probably give this guy a 2K camera and like not feel like, oh yeah, it's gonna be fucked. It's gonna get busted. I'm like, listen,
he'd been kicked out of the Discord.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, man, you need this as much as I need you to take this. This is a
he needed
win-win.
to bend the knee. He needed to bend the knee to the Tear Down King, and we mended fences. Now he's back.
Oh,
now he's back.
Sorry, I thought it was your name.
Don't blame me for your money spending. Fizz has got a point, all right? Like, what I bought because of Fizz when I came back pales into comparison with the amount of money I spent last week. All right, so you got something good, Fizz, but hopefully it'll be here by Friday, man. I can't miss Fizzle Friday.
What did he make you buy? Or hypothetically, the blame game?
You want a price point, or you want Like
Yes.
what it is, because I ain't gonna tell you what it is till it gets
Yes,
here.
I want. Yes,
Like you will see.
I want what it is. I want the price point.
I give you the price point. I ain't telling you what it is. Like,
Damn, you know what? It's funny how, can I tell you guys this? I've also found this out about not just the expo, just people, right? You know, everybody says thank you and thanks for staying up all night after staying up all nights to make that really cool thing to cry. But I'm not telling you fucking shit on my own accord. You're going to have to wait until Friday to hear this shit. Like, everything has its limits. Everything has its limits. It's okay.
I gave you the price, though.
I know.
I gave you the price.
Just know that I know what you did last summer, and not just that.
You know what I did this summer.
I know what you did last summer, and I know how much you mean thank you. When it's convenient. It's convenient, thank you.
But the price point, all right?
How big?
You know,
How bad?
Bands
How
will
horrible?
make her dance.
No.
Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. Let's go.
How much are we talking about? How many bands? Okay.
Just one.
Well, to be fair, that song does go plural, so it's a little confusing. But for those at home that don't know, there's the clarification. Andrew, cover your ears. This is for adults only.
Yeah.
No, but listen, here you go. See, look, we're gonna get Andrew there for sure. Nick, we'll see. Gonna be how much? How good of a salesman, or how good of a how well do you believe that you could pitch somebody?
Dude, I could pitch him good. All
Do you think so?
Here's what I'm gonna do. Sometime I'm gonna take a trip out to New York with you, and like me and Nick will finally meet in person, and they'll fall in love just like everybody else does with me.
Hey, you leave this summer out of this,
like,
Eric.
I'll be there.
He's gonna just snap his fingers. Snap your. By the way, Mike. Oh, dude. I wish we had a video.
Get fucking Eric?
Remember when you did that?
Remember
when you did that? No.
What, snap your fingers?
Mike did.
Dance?
I had a video of it. And I couldn't find the card. I'm like, damn.
It was good.
Yeah, it was.
Your boys got moves.
Eric, I think Mike at this point. Well, actually, you let me know in the comments. Are they expired officially? Can I just tell you for the record, Eric? Like, I know you wanted me to come up there and grab those, and I was really wanting to, but let me just tell you, there was a lot of plans that fucked everything up. Okay.
So I had 2 theme songs this year. Unlike last year, I only had 1. All right, so I had 2. All right, and still since I've been home, I've been fucking like singing this shit all the time. I drive to work, fucking one of them songs is on, guaranteed, man. And T-Rock hit it, man. He put me on a little game, man. Quickie by Moneybagg Yo. All right.
Dude,
like that one got me.
Okay, listen.
And then Fizz comes in with the heater, and he puts on Whiskey by Moneybagg Yo and Morgan Wallen. Like, come on, Fizz.
It's Fizz or dollars.
Dude, and Out of Town Strippers by
well,
fucking Fizzle Dollars. That's a heater too, man. I didn't know Fizz.
I will say, can I tell you?
Youth.
I'm starting to realize like I get the. I get to hear it a little after Mike does. I'll put it like that. Let me dress it up and not be so crass about the sloppy seconds of it. But that's the other version. I was rocking to that song, that whole album. Like on the way to I rode with him over to the expo. Like, okay, damn Fizz. Like you kind of. I'm just gonna put this out there. Like I'm not gonna say why, but you could just tell. Like, okay, you used to rap this in a little bit of a different era. The way you kind of laying it down. Let's go, Fizz. Let's go old school Fizz.
Generation
Let's
of
go
Fizz. That's old school Fizz. Y'all don't know nothing about old school Fizz. That's a different cat.
You can know. I will admit, Mike, I had a whole. One of the big things I wanted to have on there that I didn't finish was I wanted to have a couple Fizzle tracks, and what I'm gonna do is finish it, and then I think I'll re-release this on our channel as a video, like a solo video too.
There you go.
You know?
There you go. Yeah, let's go, man. It was long enough, and it make people cry, especially me. And
Well,
Dr. B.
Nah.
You made
it's
Dr.
crazy.
B cry so much he went to bed.
I'm sorry, Dr. B. You know what's crazy? After all that, like I put all that work in, I tell him like, "Hey, man, I kind of like seeing you late at night." You know, like he sleeps again. Yeah. He leaves me high and dry to go to bed. But I hit him up. I hit up Salt like, you know, I hit him up today like, you know, how'd you feel about the trip, blah blah blah, and like I just want to let you know like there was everybody there respected you, had a lot of fun, but like. I don't know how you feel about, kind of sharing that story with everybody. And he was like, listen, man, as soon as I found out, like, I didn't care. I told everybody right there on the spot. I told my parents. They were all accepting. Like, yeah, I'm cool. And I was going to put it on. I did it. But I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I know. This is where my last, like, with what we had, I would have loved to got that in person with him. But I'm like, just do an audio. Because I know he probably didn't have the video set up. And he was like, yeah, man, I'll rip it over. So when he sent that, I'm like, all right, man, we gotta do this thing right.
He got me, man. He got me.
I will say
good.
though, can I say this? This is where damn it.
Oh, but
making these young kids cry, and I'll tell you the way that he sets you up right there, buddy. Oh, I can see that sphincter just kind of got plucked. It's kind of a.
I'm bookmarking this motherfucker. You think?
Now hold on. Remember what you did to little young AJ? All right, remember that? Remember how fucked up you probably still feel, even though you won't admit it. This kid's had the worst day of his life. Okay, JJ McCarthy done, right?
He's fucked it.
And he's been trying to argue Troy Franklin to the moon. We get news today. He's like, it's probably not even gonna happen this year. He's got like over 50% underdog. Just take the high road, buddy. Take the high road. Let the 14-year-old kind of swing at you. It's gonna be okay.
DB, you still in here? If DB is still in here, he'll know
where's D-Bro at, man? Where's D-Bro at, bro?
I don't know, man. He's been ducking me for the last 2 weeks. Bro.
I said, man, I felt like, damn, D-Bro, like I didn't even get to rap with you, and then I said like a DM text, like kind of the love you, buddy, and he kind of responded, and then I've been ghosted again. So sorry.
But DB knows, man. I got a new saying.
DB,
all right?
Okay, well,
DB knows, man. That's my guy. That's my Canadian brother right there. DB knows that I got a saying. At least it applies to Andrew. I mean, DB, man. Some people are good at this. Some people ain't. DB fucking knows, man. That's my saying for 2024. It applies to fucking Andrew. Some people are good at this. Some people ain't. Just the way it goes.
So at certain establishments, they do. Yeah, like at
he's got a fake ID. He stole his dad's.
Drinking is very bad. I got a fake ID though.
Oh shit! I love it, man.
Man, I'll just say this too. Like, I think in general, like, no matter, I don't know if some people maybe were leaving thinking like, I'm dead, buddy. The sleepless nights are starting to kill me.
You are.
But the whether you left feeling like I would like to do this next time, or you're like, man, the whole thing was dope. I think the overall the overarching sentiments are like, man, I think there was just a way that people were viewing us and talking to us and like kind of just talking about South Harmon, like me being late, right? Just the way it is. I didn't even get my pass like done so I could have the same movie. Mine's not movie quality, right? Like I had to write in Sharpie, and I'll just tell you right now, my handwriting is not very good. And then you give me one of them thick ass Sharpies, like I'm struggling just to keep the like every letter separate, like as I'm writing it. And as I'm writing South Harmon, the lady's like, "Oh, you were South Harmon?" I'm kind of like, "Come on, man! Like,
come on,
you don't know?" No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm with South Harmon. What do you know about him? And I'm just kind of questioning her. It's just kind of crazy how I think it's fizzle. It just kind of levels us up to that level, that layer.
What did somebody fucking call him? I heard it. I think it was on Matt Dennis podcast today.
On Matt Dennis podcast?
Matt Dennis podcast today on South Harmon. By the way, go check that shit out, man. We got Matt Dennis.
Yeah, we haven't discussed.
We'll get to this one. Hold on.
Okay.
We'll get to this one on Matt Dennis podcast. He called Fizz like the mayor, right? Like he's out there shaking hands and kissing babies.
I mean, to be fair, yeah,
that's Fizz, man. That's Fizz.
I'll just say this:
he makes shit happen.
I heard about a lot of things happen in 2 days when you're gone, right? And I heard about this whole handshake thing, the handshake gate, and I'm like, all right.
I got punched in the face because of that.
I'm like, all right, let me see if I can, kind of change the trends here. So I go up to, buddy, and I'm like, all right, I'm coming with the thumb up, like going for a real dap. He just kind of hit me with like the over the top grip to make sure. I'm like, man, I'm just not. I'm not it, bro. He
wasn't about to take your face out too.
And I'm like, I'm tall, dude. So I'm like, for him to get up there, I'm like, dog, that is a aggressive reach. I'm out. You win. I got nothing.
One more thing before we address the Cody situation. And then
nah. Look, but actually, kind of, I don't mind it because he keeps asking the same shit. I know I've seen it in it 3 times.
Keep waiting, man. If you're important, they'll wait for you.
Well,
Thomas Tipple.
We have time.
Thomas coming down. Tommy.
Is that him?
Tommy T. Tommy T, yeah, that's the dude, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Thomas coming down. I was so happy to be able to hang with Thomas. I got an extra experience with him because I got to drive his ass back from the fucking airport.
Yeah, Mike was like, here, go get your car. Like, I rode up there. He's like, here, go get your car. Like, here, I don't want you be right here when I kind of meet him. You get your car, and I'll see you back at the house. I was like, damn, all right.
I sobered up.
But you know what? Can I tell you what?
Drive up the airport and pick his ass up.
You got your moment, but guess what?
True love.
I touched his tipple, so there's that.
You just touched his tipple. All right, the Cody situation.
Wait, hold on. That's all we got?
I loved hanging out with Thomas, but
Me too.
Thomas went off and like do his old thing, and like I didn't know where Thomas was, but I didn't want to be a babysitter, so I was
Mike,
like,
you thought he was gonna hang out with us for more than a couple hours. That's sweet of you.
He's like, fuck these dudes. I'm out.
I mean, I honestly thought he gave us. Hold up, what's up with the South Harmon school? I'm not sure the question who was asking, but I can tell you a lot about it.
Tipple's that dude. All right, Cody.
All right,
we'll make a decision here.
Which
Adam,
one should we
what do you
pull up,
think, man?
Well, I've been thinking about this, and I just will say the contract states via SPO that we still have some time before the deadline to make our decision. But it also says in the contract, right? What does it say? Null and void as soon as you don't adhere to the obligations in the first meetup. Like, I'm like, okay. Buddy, I basically had all that stuff set up. Like, look, we got it when we all get together for the first time, kind of do like a pretty dope podcast. Maddie was on board, and I'm like, I'm already feeling like, damn, I'm late. Then I get there, like, wait, Cody didn't come? Who? Cody who? I'm keep asking, like, around the, like, who else? Like, who else? We got another Cody here? Who? Rip coming? What are we? Who? Oh, Carpentier. What? Huh? No, that can't be right. Can I tell you this? Man. Can I tell you this? Can I tell you how I know hell froze over? Everybody plug your ears if you don't want to hear this shit. Like, Matt Kelly sought my ass out, and Cody Carpentier is like, no, I ain't doing that. No, I'm out. Can't even come see me. I'm like, damn, bro. I thought we hit Cody up on Wednesday. I thought we were boys.
I knew the situation was fucked.
Well, thanks for sharing with me. I found out when I landed. Like, hey.
Well, I wasn't for sure, man. I offered. I said, "Hey, man, South Harmon will pay for the fucking plane ticket. All right, we'll do what we gotta do to get your ass here."
It ain't the money; it's his life. He didn't want to come. Okay,
the money. So I think we
love you, Cody. I think
we call it conduct detrimental to the team, and like we make him run some gassers, and like earn his way back on. You know what I mean?
Damn. Wait, say that again. I'm noticing the like sensitivity here. I'm just sorry. Can you repeat that?
Little conduct detrimental to the team. We make him run some gassers after practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like, okay.
Listen, he's gonna have to do 2 talent shows next year. What do you think? Like, that's a good punishment. We made Maddie do one. He didn't really need to.
Nah. See, this is one of those where listen, Cody, I respect it. Out of respect for Maddie, and I'm not going to make a hasty decision on something this deep. Like,
he's going deep.
I mean, Mike, listen, I'm telling you right now, there's people that like they came Monday not knowing anybody. Like, man, I just can't wait to be here. Mike's like, here, I got your flight, and whatever else. All right, well, I'm gonna catch you next year, maybe. Damn, Cody, like, what happened, bro? This is like I will say, like, I know something came up, but damn, this is like our main event. Like, what happened?
I did eat Cody's tomahawk steak though. That
all right, Andrew,
T-Rock cooked him.
I respect the bedtime, bro. It's definitely
night sun
past time. Smoochies. I'll see you in like 3 weeks. What happened?
Sleep.
Go ahead.
I ate Cody's tomahawk that T-Rock cooked him, so that was good.
Oh yeah, somehow I always got the like literally the short end of the stick on the whole that type stuff. It was all gone. It was all eaten. It was good,
man. I get it how I live.
I'm mad at you. I'm mad at I feel like there was some.
Presidents.
No, I just feel like there was some.
Fly.
How do I put this? People really kind of getting on a good deal.
I got 6 jobs.
They got Ebates or something like. How did that? How did that work?
Tired.
How did that work? Speaking of contracts.
No contracts.
You got 2 phones too?
No, not 2 phones. Not 2 phones. I don't need this shit.
Damn.
Bro.
You know what's crazy? I'm out here like I put in there like I've been working on it, you know. And listen, I understand because I honestly put it on me because I haven't showed you how much goes into video editing. But I'll get the Dr. B. Harris. Well, we're waiting, and then he just dips off, says nothing. Irish exit, like not even a hey, love you, thanks for getting that in there.
Gummygate 2024 was wild, bro.
Y'all had me scared to even take like a quarter. Y'all were acting goofy as fuck.
They were something.
Mike,
so for those of you who don't know, we'll fill you in, and then let's bounce the fuck out of here. If I get fired tomorrow, who gives a shit? Fuck that job.
From here, from Cody, or what?
No, like I'm solidified.
Hey, Cody,
I'm a fucking legend.
Listen, I believe we can work this out. We want you here, okay? Love you.
Gummygate 2024. So our man's Jay shows up with with some orders that we'd put in.
I need to talk. I'm starting to realize why like Redwoods in Michigan the problems like this makes no sense. The nutritional information, stupid.
I'm just speaking from my own personal here. I won't speak on anybody else's.
I'm not sure that correlates.
I grab them and I'm like, oh man, like 10 millis. You know what I mean? Like a little 10 milli. All right. But like, hey, I'm feeling good, man. So let's get this popping. Like I feel real good on 20. You know what I mean? Like I'm real functional. I feel great on 20. So I take 2 out of the bag and down the hatch they go. Didn't even give it a second thought. I'm telling you, within an hour, I'm sitting there going like,
oh no,
bro, what the?
I gotta walk around.
Fuck.
Walk around.
What the fuck?
Jump around.
I have to like tell myself to breathe. I can't feel my toes.
You definitely have to tell yourself multiple times to answer the Discord call in which I gave him, and he's like,
"That's true.
Bro,
I couldn't even do that."
I got enough rings to know, like, damn, this motherfucker isn't answering, is he? Bro,
I stumble over to the table. Over to the table.
Do you know what happened? He says to me. Do you know what happened? No.
I stumble over to the table where the bag is. I flip that motherfucker around and it says serving size 1/2. And I was like, what's 1/2 mean? And then I look at the front of the bag and it says each piece is 20 milligrams. And I'm like, oh shit.
And it was at that moment
Oh,
he knew he fucked up.
Oh shit! I done 40 milligrams. I only wanted to do 20. Fuck me. I'm so screwed.
40 ounce, baby. Mike was in that thing. Mike, now for the record, this was before I got on my plane that landed in Pittsburgh. And when I first get down, buddy, did you hear what happened?
Dude, I thought it was just me too.
For the best part was I played it up. No, what happened?
I didn't think anybody else had like fucked up or whatever. So like I come into you weren't there.
How do you figure that?
Your room, the main room.
Oh, by the way, I will say y'all made me clean up all the leftovers, like everything in the house that just. I will say. They're mine now, bitch. All of them. They're like the different little bags. There's a bunch of them.
So I stumbled in. I stumbled into the room, and like a bunch of people are standing around, and I'm like, "Yo, I've fucked up. I can't read the bag. This motherfucker says 20 on it. I thought it said 10." And one person, I don't even remember who the fuck it was. I was so fucked up at the time. They're like,
hard.
Somebody's like, no, they're only 10s, and I'm like, no, bro, I can read.
That doesn't make any. No, but hold on, that doesn't make any sense. What would be? Got to be 20. Oh, stupid man.
I was so fucking gone. I was so gone.
Man, I never even looked. I never even looked and even thought about a fool after y'all were at. Like, you guys are acting like fucking goofy as shit. It was crazy.
I was dying.
Dude, Corey, by the way, Corey, I was going to ask you, how did it feel to, like, Dr. B a little bit, but a little more Corey. Like, how did it feel to go on vacation and get some serious rest? Like, I don't think I've done that in quite some time. You know what I mean?
Man's always sleeping. He was always sleeping. Couldn't even use my.
I'm honestly like a little bit jealous. Like my man, I caught him a couple times. Like the one time he looked like literally dead under there. He just kind of was like corpseless, like gone.
Every time I went in that room, man, dead.
Well,
DED.
I'm I hope I'm not dead, but I'm about to get some real nice shut eye, man.
Get some sleep, my dude. You need it. Your voice needs it. Hey, again, from me, from all the shitheads here, thank you for your work on that video, man. So incredibly good. Whenever you drop it, release it as it's like its own thing or whatever on the YouTube, definitely let us know, man, because I'm going to save that. I'm going to bookmark that motherfucker forever.
Yeah, I will.
That's something special. Something special.
I'll cut it. I'll add a couple little extra tidbits to it, but it's funny, man. That just shows sometimes like I'm probably closer to done than I think. I was like, man, this has so much more I want to do. It was pretty solid still. Not bad.
It's very, very good. And, yeah, Corey didn't outdrink me. Not a fucking lick. So don't believe any of his bullshit.
Mike, I'm really looking forward to that. I just want you to understand, like, I didn't even get to use all the footage we had from Dan from just 2 days.
Yeah.
Like when we get a full week of footage, bro. Like, let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Fizz and I talked about if enough people are like actually in on making sure it gets made, like making making like a show like a show length or like a mini movie, like a 40-minute thing. I'm like, okay, well that'd be like we got to do something like a music video or we got to do some kind of a trailer or something. There's no chance that gets done in a week. That's gonna be like mid-season if you want to do that. No chance.
Just let the record show how many bottles of vodka did you take back with you?
Can I tell you? Yeah, the sphincter's full. No, I mean, listen.
Wasn't a single one in that house. You know why? Because I tapped in some of the shit that I had from last year. I was like, oh, look, leftovers.
Now, I will admit, the vodka didn't really survive much of. It didn't really have much of a chance, right? But the looking to make next year possible. I mean, Mike, I will say we left I wasn't gonna leave T-Rock's Bakers. I just wasn't gonna do that. But we left a little bit of a little loving presence back there.
We did, huh?
Yeah, and it's coming, by the way. Shit movie coming. I mean, honestly, after this year, after last year, what can't we do?
Nothing.
Huh?
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I gotta piss.
Well, sorry to keep you guys. I love you, but we gotta pee. I gotta sleep, and feel free to run this back if you want to watch that again until I get it out. All right, y'all be good.
Yes, sir.
You hear that? That's
Expo 2025. Y'all ready?
I know they're not.
Y'all ready?
I know they're not.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go back next week. Fuck it, let's go.
Really?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm flying in on Monday.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. We don't necessarily need the expo to go see what's up with Gary. Go kick it. I'm about 40 minutes out.
Okay.
Just give me a little heads up so I can sneak out. But we'll see you back here, same time, same place. I think anyway next week for the South Harmon AMA. We love y'all. Stay tuned. Make sure your ass is in Canton. It's where all the good stuff happens and where it be at. We're out of here. Peace.
Alexa,